Hi guys, so I keep getting that song in my head. Girls, run the world. Girls, is it Beyonce? Yeah, the Beyonce song. I don't watch Beyonce, I don't watch celebrities, I don't find them empowered women at all. So I'm just getting that song in my head because it means something. Yeah, this song, what I'm getting from it is women are going to run the world, basically. That's coming in. I've always known it. And I was talking about the Bible the other day and Mary Magdalene to my friend, and she says to me, God, Deborah, it's like you know the Bible inside out. It's like you have so much knowledge and you see the truth. I can't read the Bible because I do believe that some of the things in the Bible is truth and a lot of it is misinterpreted. I do believe Jesus and Mary Magdalene's teachings were misinterpreted, and it was all to bring in a man world. It was done on purpose, it was done by design. And I do believe that they made us worship a man is because they wanted to remove the woman, which was Mary Magdalene, who was the force behind Jesus Christ. And she was the oracle, and her teachings were hidden. And her teachings were about equality and about working together as a team and removing the ego. And I believe the whole religion thing that came in was to worship man, and it was to make Mary Magdalene as a prostitute, which she wasn't. She was with Jesus, she stood with Jesus, and she worked together with Jesus. And this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And this is what the world has tried to remove, is unity and equality and bring the divine feminine down. Well, it's not going to happen anytime soon, and you can see very clearly that Mary Magdalene's teachings are coming back, and the truth will be told, and the women will rise. And the reason why there's so many breakups right now with males and females is because the man doesn't respect the woman, and the man has to learn some huge lessons on women are powerful. And when you work with a woman, you will build an empire. When you disrespect a woman of God or a chosen woman, you will have so many tower moments in your life. The universe will slap you from left to right and throw you around as if you're in a spin dryer until you get it, until you learn some huge lessons. Men do not rule this world, let me tell you. They do not. The woman is the creator. She creates, she manifests. You're nothing without a woman. A woman needs a man and a man needs a woman. That's how it works, yeah? But anybody that thinks they're better, higher than the opposite sex are in for huge awakenings, and you're going to be taught some huge lessons of how to respect women, and women will learn to respect men also, because we need each other. That's the balance, that's the union. The male and the female come together as union. I have found it incredibly hard in my life to be successful in my love life. Everything else is a success, but love life has been disappointment to me after disappointment, because I have a respect, I have standards, I have expectations of how I want to be treated by a male, and I have been so disappointed with the men. And I will not be mistreated by any man in my life. And this is why I had to remove past relationships out of my life and teach some of these men some lessons of how you treat a woman and how you don't. And I've had to defend myself. I've had to fight for a little bit of respect, and it's exhausted me, and it's brought me into my masculine, and I'm now going back into my feminine, and I am going back into my Empress peaceful era, which I love to be in. Because when you meet the right man, the man who knows how to treat you, the man who treats his mother well, his children well, women well, you will be allowed to go into your feminine, because he will know what to do. He'll know how to love you the way you need to be loved. A toxic, unbalanced man who has mother wounds, who isn't powerful, let me tell you, he is not in his power when he disrespects a woman. He is massively out of his power. He will allow you to be in your peace, in your manifestation, in your creative energy, and you will work together. And this is what Mary Magdalene and Jesus worked so well together as a team. This is what certain people who want to rule the world didn't want. They didn't want us to know these things. They kept it hidden. And now it's all going to come out. Because that song came in my head for a reason. Girls Run the World. Yes, they had a daughter called Sarah. She was a high priestess. And her bloodline still lives to this day. And they don't want that bloodline carrying on. Because it's a powerful royal bloodline. And this is what women are. Royalty. Yeah, royalty. I'm not saying men should worship women, but because I don't believe in worshipping, I believe in equality, and I believe respect is equal. You know, give and take all the way for me. But you know, there's a lot of women that are on their own now because they would rather be on their own in their peace than put up with any man disrespecting them and treating them as a slave. This life of women should sit at home, cook, clean and serve and worship, and men go out, do whatever they want, give a couple of quid to the woman. Them days are gone. That's not how it should be. Women work well together with a man, and women shouldn't be taking on all them responsibilities. I'm sorry, there's nothing left for her to create or manifest. She's so exhausted. So that is all back to front and wrong as well, because women should be allowed the joy and the peace and the relaxation so they can manifest, because that's what women are, manifestation queens. And so when men burden the women with so many things in life, that brings a woman into trauma, into survival. And women cannot create when they're in survival. So if you're in a relationship with a fight or flight, how the hell are you going to create and manifest in that? How the hell are you going to ever bring any abundance to your life when all you're worrying about is how he's going to treat you next? Or, you know, you're in so much fear, you know, up all night worrying about him when he's gone out and he can't be bothered ringing you and he can't be bothered coming home. Yeah, I would never be with a man like that. Never. I would never be with a man who puts me in fear and puts me up at night thinking about him, worrying where he is and worrying about if he's going to be in a bad mood when he gets home, treading on eggshells. Listen, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Even when it takes more energy to stay with a motherfucker like that than leave a motherfucker. It takes more energy to be with somebody like that, let me tell you. When you leave, honestly, you claim your energy back. Yeah, I'm passionate. I get passionate because the women are queens, always known. But there is women that are working in their shadow side right now. They are not in their heart chakra. They are all in ego. That's not empowerment, guys. That is not, you are not empowered if you work in your ego. In fact, if anything, you're working in your shadow. So you are still in your masculine. And a woman who is empowered, where's this card at the front that I had before? Sorry, it's gone now. It was basically heart flower. Sorry, I've lost the card. It was heart flower. That's a woman is a rose, yeah? A rose meridian. She's a rose. Rose represents heart. The pink rose, it represents heart. When a woman works in her heart, she's powerful. When she works in a feminine, she's powerful. And this is why a lot of women are going into the feminine era, because, listen, nothing good comes from your masculine side. It really doesn't. It's just anger, revenge, resentment. I'm going to tell him I'm so hard and it's too much energy being in your masculine. It really is. It takes so much energy. And this is where you need to come into your light. Yeah, because men are supposed to be here to protect and provide and serve, and the women are here to create and manifest. That is the equilibrium. That's the balance. That's what's going to come back into the world. And this is where women are going to rise, and men are not going to be so intimidated by them. Because if you're in competition with a woman, you need to have a word with yourself. Do not compete where you do not compare. The women do know more, because the women are spiritual, the men are physical. So the women do know more. Listen to the women. The women are trying to help you. They're trying to guide you. And that's what they do. Guide, help, support. Take care, guys. This is my reading on the feminine era coming in and the powerful women. Take care.